Welcome to HornbillTV. Molishin Justice, itia Nagamis laga roundup news tonight. Twingsang Village Baptist Church laga 75th Sal Pura Hua manai ase May 20th pra. Utu 3 din laga even though Twingsang Bosi pra loi ase redeemed from darkness to light laga team chulaigina. CMBLT laga secretary and Imlong Kunpela dinde kotha kurishe taipra platinum jubilee ke khulai dishe ar band display kurigina opening ceremony lead kurdishe. Second din laga program de CBLT laga executive secretary Reverend Achu Chang pra Jubilee monolith inaugurate kurdishe or souvenir be dedicate kurdishe.
Chan la sana angi gai lau se ga hanie nak thơ ga ni sap to len bu kan chang thang yen andara tuen sang sang la shong ho nak thơ ki gai tuen sang sang ho nak thơ ki gai lau se ga mơ gai ni sap pu to le na ko batat kau tak pulang ye di da to ko lambu je
Combined Technical Association of Nagaland pra Saturday dinte koishe Taikan Nagaland de illegal or backdoor pra kam pa khan sabke hatai dibole tayari kriye media persons kan ke Dura guest house Kohima pra kotha kriya humoy CTAN laga convener mission la cat pra koishe corruption bishi hoishe aru itia time hoishe larai krigina sabke hatai dibole CTAN pra sub qualified manunimte equal opportunity dibole motive ase. Association pra Nagaland 76 departments kan ke appeal letters submit kurigina thaka koishe aro taikan backdoor appointment laga khilaf thaka nimde illegal appointees sab ke hatai dibole koshish kurigina ahe ase. Odo sal taikan soil department te duita junior soil conservation officer ke terminate kurdia junaishe aru itia bi bishi krubole baki thaka ase. Itia forest department pra 7 jon, agri department pra 2 jon, aru technical department pra 52 lectures ke hata bole kriye kile mane to khan illegal thagishi. Association pra contract appointment laga bi khilaf thaka koishe.
Association of Nagaland CTN is to bring about equality, transparency, and to provide equal opportunity for all the qualified people. And what we have been doing is since 2016 we have started functioning. What we do is we submit appeal letter to all the departments. There are 76 departments in Nagaland, so we submit appeal letter to all the departments. After submitting, we wait for some few weeks. Then what we do is we go and do the follow-up. We have terminated 2 JCOs under the soil department. We are preparing for termination of 7 people under this forest department, 2 under agri department, and 52 lectures under technical department. Because all those are, as per the reply they have given us, that all those lectures are open departmental exam. What does this open departmental exam mean? Open corruption is it though? So we don't want such kind of things to happen anymore.
They are a JE contract under BHED. Water resources
1 JE, 1 ESO, and new and renewable 1 JE. Yes. And regarding the ESO, the General Secretary have been mentioning the General Board. There are more than 45 ESOs, surveyor and draftsmen.
We use RTI as a weapon for illegal appointments, backdoor appointments. We are against that. We stand against all the backdoor appointments, and also we favor NSSP so that all the non-gazetted posts are conducted through this board in fair and in all transparency and accountability.
Civil Engineers Association of Nagaland laga 32nd General Meeting aji Saturday de loishe Kohima de. Combined Technical Association of Nagaland laga Convener Engineer Mission Lo Kant pra meeting de kothakriya humoi koishe. Etia laga society de corruption pra borta hoishe aru hussa karne jaga nai hoishe. Department laga bitor de bi mamla bishi ase kintu khali imandari pra hi kam khan thik kurubole paribo. Civil service exam kande political background ar kiniga hulibi sarkar laga service hi kurubole bapna thaga pra corruption bishi uthi thaga koishi. Taipra members kanke government kam ekla nohoigna nijor successful entrepreneur bi hobi koishi.
Corruption level has reached such a point where people are made to believe that chance nahi, na political chance nahi. That is the thinking that we have. Interview, purchasely interview, a general member, something like that. Our state parliament is so beyond. See, for that I blame our parents and our leaders, because they have fed that one in our mind, and they never tell us or they never encourage us about entrepreneurship also. We are 100% dependent on government job. Like
members of members from all associations under CDN journal. Number 5, on 18th of December, the CDN, with the support of all the associations, held a meeting with the Commissioner and Secretary, Work and Housing regarding the demand for termination of SOs, surveyors and draftsmen. The presentation regarding the same was, as reminder, was written to the Commissioner and Secretary in October 2021. In spite of the pandemic and the delay of CEN wrote RDI and representation to all concerned departments, making sure not a single vacancy was done through unfair means.
Gram Seva koikina program ekta State Bank of India pra launch kurshi. और program de India laga state kumbane SBI pra 5 साल karne 5 busti adopt kre aro busti manu khan ke alag alag benefits di. और 5 busti khan laga bitor de agricultural day thagishe Body Village Community Ground day. IB to laga detail report sabo.
Jehovah Celeche, Celeche Sutele, Tenike Sosedi, Jehovah Celeche, Celeche Sutele, Opete Kolanu, Jehovah Celeche,
Aji SBI ro aida kan itu gram seva la niche ra 5 adopted villages kan lo de aji program ekta rakhe ase to aji itu la program la thik ki ase aru manu kiman juna hin ase aru tahan itia tak program ni kinya ja ase itu tahan ge hudis also. First of all, what's your name and your designation?
My name is Kosato HKO. I am presently the president of this Gram Seva committee in Bade.
Okay. So you are also part of the 5 villages?
Yes, I'm also part of the 5 villages.
So far under the SBI, What are the things that has happened under the Gram Seva?
Under this Gram Seva, there are many projects like schemes. There are infrastructure development. We also have the farm mechanizations. We also have like livelihoods under which we opt for this piggery, poultry, caniculture, and then we have also these ducklings. All this comes under livelihoods. We also have other projects like mushroom cultivations, kitchen gardens. These are some of the few things that we are doing. And under infrastructure here in Bade, we have also renovated the council office, and also we are also constructing the council office. Yeah, those are some major things. Yeah.
Dimapur Tolazoma Bosi Repansa Organizations, Teneme Welfare Union, Tolazoma Women Organization, Tolazoma Students Union, Tolazoma Youth Organization, our welfare group Village Council para Bosi laga developmental funds, our properties can misuse kre se koi kina allege koishe, our utupor manukan ke junaid bole meeting ekta thagishi. Meeting the organizations laga leaders para allege koishe, Village Council para Bosi laga government school mati bigai dishi. Taikan kushi ja maina right to information file krade jani paishe 2013 pra 2022 tak Bosi development karne 44,42,460 aishe holibi utu puisa pra Bosi de eku kuridia nai koikina claim kurishi. IB tulaga upor detailed report sabo.
Is one of the most corrupted and dictated by some interest person under the leadership of some underground, which have threatened the village for so long time. So no public have courage to voice out or to against any village council chairman or any village council members, because it becomes personalized and threaten the any individual, whoever put up the issues for the interest of the village. So like-minded people have raised together, forming the organizations within the village to voice out with the cooperation of student union, youth body, and different frontal organizations to voice out together to arrest this manipulations of government funds, which has been funding for village to develop. So recently we have filed an RTI from the Department of RD Department. Very surprisingly that there's a lot of funds have been sanctions to the village for the development of village. But this has been going to the few individual pocket without any concrete development. Since from 2013, the recognitions of this village till 2022. We have requested the administration to set up the audit committee to check these manipulations of this village fund. But still the administration side have no response to set up any audit committee so far. In another applications, we have approached the administrations that the system of electing the village council is not a mandate of public. This has been done by choose and pick by a few individuals, who is called a founder, who he himself proclaimed himself without the mandate from the public, him calling himself as a founder. He make any elected members of the village. This system is choose and pick, and there is no system in the village. So we have explained everything, the system which is not according to the Village Act, Village and Council Act of 1978. But still the government administration is scared to take any course of actions. So whether we want to question to the government side, the first point is this election and selection is done by few individual choose and pick system, which is against the Village Council Act 1978 Section 4. And the another point is development fund. As we have reported the RTR report today, development fund and modalities of the project were never used or implemented in the village. So, which is against the Village Act and Council Act, Section 12, Clause 12, and also the VDB Models Rule 1980. The another question is that there is no power exists and system of administration exists in the village because of the incapability of leader chosen by this individual who choose a person who will listen to his voice, who will obey his command. So there is no system of village administration which attract and violate Nagaland Village and Council Act of 1978, Section 9, Subsection 1, Clause B. The another side which have encroached the government school is done by the interest of Village Council Chairman and HGB. There's their signature. So they have sold away this plot of primary school to different purchaser. So admitting from the public that they have done mistake, they have tendered the resignation order, which the student organizations has put up and voiced out their solemn protest, as well as convene a public meeting that the school area is 250 by 200, which has been offered in the recognition of the school. So with that, knowing that they have done mistake, they have tendered their resignation. But surprisingly, that SDO in charge, Mrs. Apokla Longkumar, she is not the resident of Tulazu, and I don't know where she resides, but surprisingly that Sri Nifupe declaration that this land belongs to him, in that declaration, Apokla is a weakness, that this land belongs to Nifupe. So their weakness, Chairman, HGB, and Apokla. So now Chairman and HGB have resigned, that they have done mistake. So Apokla, DO in charge of Dimapur, she also have to explain to the public how that she knows that this land belongs to Nifpe and this lands belong to individual. That government will never have established any school without memorandum of understanding between the department and the village council.
Ami kan dikhi ne mon du khoshe itu karne mo kan eta kam tu namura gete kuribo ko kine ta kan to case kuri kine complaint kuri kine this year logote last year 2021 December te December 3 de ina kuri kine dilibi DC ADC EC ekibra action na loe RD department kan bi yate kile sukuna de kikine verification na kurikine utilization certificate na logine development na thakile bi blindly enne use kuribi inenga kurikine die ami to khushi na pa.
The public are paying our monthly bill without any delay. So some few months ahead back, we have restricted them to bring out clarification from the village council that how they are collecting, how much they are collecting, how much they are paying to the department. Without knowing the fact, the village will not pay any bill. That is what the village have resolved. So the electric bill in charge, they are not in the position to bring out all these issues.
Nagaland animal cruelty upor awareness dibole ar public khan ke animal law sensitization samjai dibole karne aji society for the prevention of Cruelty to Animals Dimapur aro Human Society International India pra animal law sensitization opor workshop kam training loishe Live Spring Corner Care Mahal Dimapur de. Aji workshop de stakeholders GB Union, DMC, DUCCF, DNSU, DDCF, CSUD, Veterinary Department, Muslim Council Department, Dimapur, aro atta schools or colleges milaikina 71 manu participate kurshi.
Our SPCA Dimapur is one of the most active SPCA in, I would say, in our state, and you will also see that maybe compared to other states also, we are in a very nascent stage as far as the animal laws are concerned, as far as awareness of the animal laws, and even awareness of what should be the man-animal relationship, how to treat the animals, and in fact what even constitutes cruelty to animals. We are at a very nascent stage as far as that, even that awareness is concerned. It's not the responsibility of only the SPCA Dimapur to ensure that there is no cruelty to animals, or it's not only the responsibility of the law enforcement agencies like the police or the veterinary department or other departments. We have to get one thing clear, that it is a collective responsibility of all of us to ensure that we provide an environment to the animals in which they are treated with respect, they are treated with kindness, and they are treated with, not with any form of favor, but they are treated with, they are meted out with the treatment what they deserve and what they have the right to. And one more thing what I have seen, especially in the recent past, is that whenever we talk about cruelty to animals, it is always mistaken with the consumption. Consumption and then cruelty to animals, they are both different aspects. Consumption can be done, it's not prohibited by law. Whatever is not prohibited by law, whatever is need is not prohibited by law, yes, you are free to consume. Nobody is going to stop you from consuming it. But in the process of doing so, what is the kind of cruelty, what is the kind of treatment you, which is meted out to the animals? We are talking about that. So do not confuse between consumption and the cruelty to animals. Consumption can be done without inflicting cruelty to the animals. That's what we are trying to highlight. We have been trying to highlight from the SPCA side also, from various forums also, that it should not be, the two should not be confused, and the two should go hand in hand.
Aro SPCA Executive Secretary Marian Rao Prakoishe SPCA Dimapur to Mangsokha ke bon kran hoy kintu animal ke torture kra ke khilaf kre sikuishi.
Yes, we want to create awareness amongst the people, because I think we should know, what the animal laws, what we are supposed to do and what we are not supposed to do. And so I think it's going to be very beneficial for all because we have all the students as well, colleges as well. So I think people should be aware of all the animal laws.
So, Madam, as you know, in the past days, especially in the social media platforms, the local peoples have been accusing SPCA regarding the restrictions of their food habits. So, regarding on that, what do you have to say on that?
Well, I think this is all a misconception about the thing. But we have not stopped anybody from eating what they want. I don't think it's right also to stop anybody from eating, whether they are vegetarian or whether they are eating dogs or whether they're eating. We are only against the cruelty part. That's it.
So people have been commenting again that why only focus on the dogs? So what about the other animal?
Oh, well, in Nagaland, how it works, we have to be everything is very slow. So we are starting on the dog because most of the dogs are being exposed in the public eye. And they are being sold in the open market with their legs and hand tied and everything like that. So we are concentrating on that because I don't think it's a nice thing to be seen on the roadside. Now, of course, we are not going to stop them to sell, they'll sell it anyway. But if the people who come from outside and they come and visit, and we have lots of tourists, and they see these animals being tied up, the dogs especially, and it creates a very wrong impression on the people's mind. I just want to tell everybody, like, let's be kind to them. Whenever you have a cat or a dog in the house, or and then you teach the children also not to throw stones, and they love pets and everything as a child, but teach them to be kind, because when you're kind to an animal, you grow up to be kind to human also. That's what I feel.
এতিয়া কাৰণে মানি হ'ব আৰু আলাক লাক খবৰ কাৰণে চাই থাকিবি হৰ্ণবিল টিভি।